Hello, friends. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, Agent 56 with the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, and this is Cosmic Connections. We meet at 8:30, unless we don't, and obviously it's a little after 8:30, but I want to thank you and welcome you to be here. We're going to talk about the astrology of the week. We're going to talk about how you're feeling, any sort of revelations you may have received since the full moon's energy on Saturday. Not only was it a full moon, however, we also had Venus going station direct, which is a big deal. Venus represents the things that make life yummy, like love, like values, like financial security, like beauty, like things that keep us joyful and surrounded by the beauty and the functionally positive things of life. Hi, Diane. Hey, John. Hi, Jerry. Thanks for your patience. Good evening. So that's my question for you tonight. Have you had any revelations? Has anything happened in 4 short days which gave you a sense of renewed optimism about where Libra, the full moon's area, is in your chart, or where Venus is in Pisces in your chart? Either way, we may be crafting a new way to connect with the things that make life worth living. And we had gone into the retrograde period of reflection and reordering and remembering all those wonderful rewords in the previous many weeks. And so we encounter and we embrace that which can make us happier. Hi, Sue, Donna, Debbie, Jerry. I might be stumbling a little bit tonight, or it might seem like I'm stumbling. I'm going to put this right out there right away. If there was a way I could meet with you without the video, I would, because there's I think it's like a 6-second delay from when I'm speaking and when I'm recording. I don't know why that happens once in a while. It seems to be alleviating a bit. Well, in any case, so how are people in the room tonight? Again, the question of the week. Have you noticed any revelations regarding money, beauty, or love? Money, beauty, or love. And it could be self-love. It could also be a sense of forgiveness of self as well, because the sun was up right cozy to Chiron in the sign of Aries in the past week. And when that happens, we're reminded very poignantly that we're human and we make mistakes. And it's okay to not only make mistakes, but to love yourself in learning from those mistakes. Leslie, Crystal, good evening. Oh, fabulous, Joanne. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're referring. That's very kind of you. Hello, Kat. Hi, Barbara from Berkeley, my dear. Hello, Michelle. Thank you. Hi, Diane. Okay, you haven't been, just came on, haven't been getting notifications. Again, I have no explanation for that, Diane. Hi, Cynthia. Just keep in mind, I do my darndest every Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Time to be with you. It's actually something I very much look forward. I'm back. Hmm. Okay. Hello, you're on the screen. Hi, Nancy. Sorry. Hi, Corone. Hi, Kathy from Florida. Janet, Sean, Shirley. Um, oh, John, congratulations. Hi, Nancy. All right. So I don't know. You're going to be saying hi all night, Donna. I'm afraid to touch anything. Let's get right to the next lunation, which happens to fall on Easter Sunday. Happy Passover to the folks who celebrate Passover. I love Passover Seders. I've had experience with many, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful ritual. So Passover began this year on the full moon on Saturday, and of course the time when Venus went direct. So, my friends, let's add this to our stage, the chart, and nature's challenge. The last quarter occurs on Easter Sunday in the evening, and the Sabian symbol is a sudden and unexpected thunderstorm. And that particular day, with this square, remember squares to be disappearing again. I'm so sorry, friends. Just bear with me. I think maybe there's a ghost in the machine here. It's hard to say, but the internet doesn't seem to be cooperating very well. So on Easter Sunday, prior to this lunation, so again, as a reminder to you, every month we have 4 major lunations, we call them. And that's when we've got the opportunity either to be illuminated during the full cycle, start something new. At the 4th quarter or last quarter, we are working hard to accomplish an aim or a goal that we may have articulated consciously or unconsciously way back when on March 29th, which was a solar eclipse and was also a new moon. So that was our starting gate. Our next new moon is April 27th. So on the Sunday, we are in this vortex of wanting to accomplish, move forward, be disciplined, take action, and complete something that we're wanting to do. But there's some unexpected energy about this day and about the chart. For example, finally, the moon is going to be opposite, well, the moon will be conjunct Pluto on that day, opposite Mars. So remember way back when in 2024, around the middle of October, heading up towards the Mars retrograde, which was on December 6th in Leo. And then we had Mars in Leo. Mars, you know what Mars is? Action, anger, aggression. And then Pluto is transformation. And those two very powerful and sometimes volatile planets were moving together in opposition. One of the softer interpretations of that, we may have noticed other people at tense opposition would be some unexpected social situations, political situations. It was exact on the 1st of January of 2025, and we had this very strange event, at least in the US, considering this person who went down in Bourbon Street and started attacking fellow human beings with his vehicle, and there were casualties. You might recall that. I'm not saying there's a repeat of that, but there's that same type of energy. So go back to where and what and how you were feeling as the new year chimed in. And so we have a little bit of a repeat of that cycle on the 20th and moving forward. So the other thing here is that tug of war between taking action and transformation. I want to move forward in my life, but not too fast. It's something along those lines. Now on the 20th, the planet, our lunation, the moon goes into Aquarius not until 7:22 p.m. Eastern time. So it depends on where you fall on. celebrated earlier than 7:22 Eastern time, we may have a lot of traditional celebration. So because it's in Capricorn, and Capricorn is about tradition. All right, I see I'm really having technical difficulties, friends, but I'm going to go through all the signs with you. Hopefully you can connect with this, and maybe what I'll do is write something, or maybe just write something in my newsletter, and you can receive that as well. A reminder to you, Time Lords is out. Fabulous, wonderful publication from the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. Please receive your copy. All right. We've got Aries friends. This lunation is activating friendship. It's activating who you want to spend your valuable time with, making new friends or reconnecting with old friends. Here, how you want to share with others in the outer world. Gemini, this is a very good week coming up, considering anything having to do with your truth, travel, marketing. For our Cancer friends or Cancer rising, it's about tapping into your inner power, your ability to connect within your spiritual, your psychological power. For you Leo or Leo risers, this is a fantastic week to be a good partner, to show love, to show affection, and to play with your BFFs, with your friends. It's about partnering. For Virgo, the energy is ripe for health, routine, taking care of yourself, doing anything having to do with health of the physical body primarily. For Libra or Libra rising, have fun. This is a great time to enjoy others, connect with your inner muse, be creative. For Scorpio, the upcoming week is activating home and family, decorating the home, connecting with family members, very appropriate for the season, of course. For Sagittarius, this is a fantastic week coming up for organizing your papers, organizing your thoughts, for writing, for speaking, and connecting with better time management. Capricorn friends, it's a great time, great week for you to consolidate your finances, to create another income stream, perhaps, to look at your money, look at your values, and reward yourself. All eyes on Aquarius, because this lunation is really helping you to get disciplined, to accomplish tasks. I'm back, it looks like. All right. And the last but never least is our beautiful Pisces friends. This lunation is asking you to please rest, reflect, pray, meditate, take care of your inner spiritual life, your spiritual health. All right. Time for some psychic intuition. And how do we do that? Diane is asking the word square. Okay. The sun and the moon are making a square aspect to each other every time we see in the sky a half moon, called a quarter moon, Diane, in answer to your question. And we have a quarter moon cycle. To be exact, at this time on the 20th at 7:22. Hi, Trish. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you for being here. Hi, Rodney. Happy Easter. Never too late for this technical difficulty, but I seem to be bouncing up and down like a little bunny. And best seasonal blessings to all. Happy Passover. Happy Easter. All right, dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love and light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest and best as we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. I am with, who am I with? I'm with Donna. I think I'm with Donna. I'm with Donna Lynn. All right, Donna, I'm going to give you a reading. All right, Donna. So as we are moving through this spring season, It's almost as if you have planted some seeds back in January about what you want to do for health. Now, the planting of the seeds could be maybe changing your diet or nutritionally or working out differently. It's almost like there's a domino effect. January, you made some resolutions to get healthier, and this spring, you're really taking them to heart and working the plan. And you plan the work earlier in the year. It feels that this is a fantastic cycle right now since the new moon, since the 29th of March, where you've been picking up and seeing results and becoming and feeling healthier. There's someone in spirit who wants to say hello to you. And she was a woman, I believe, grandmother, but on the mother's side of the family. And she's saying, please, honey, we take for granted good health. And she's congratulating you for taking ownership of your physical body and doing whatever you're doing. We're all dodging bullets. And but she's aware of you. She's very kind. She had like a domino effect when she passed. You have many diagnoses. I wonder if you can feel free to give me feedback on that, if that rings with you, Donna. Okay. All right. You have been doing that. You've been working on health and getting in shape. Perfect. Because this lovely woman who did not um, is congratulating you, saluting you. All right. I am with Anne Marie. Any messages for you? I'm with you, Anne Marie, as I'm tuning into your energy. The first thing I want to say is that you're a very disciplined person. You do what you need to do. It's almost like you have this ledger and you even write out when the checks are due. I want to congratulate you because I'm just getting the word. I'm not urgent and on target with your everyday activities. Anne Marie, there is someone around you that you're very frustrated with who doesn't have that temperament, and this could be a spouse, or it could be a son. And my energy is suggesting to you to understand that no amount of teaching or coaching this individual is going to help them change because they are just not, they're more of an artistic temperament for you. Secondarily, I get excited for your excitement about the upcoming spring. Wherever you are living, or whatever climate you're in, it's like you're wanting to redo, redecorate, do some different things with gardening or with plants. And you've got a great plan. Again, in typical analytical fashion, I see you planning, and this is going to be so satisfying. And your loved ones, and it's finally here. You're finally doing it. You have the extra time, the extra treasure to present a new, beautiful surrounding. I'll leave that message for you tonight, Anne Marie. There's also a gentleman in spirit who wants to say hello, and he would wear his glasses like on over his nose, and he would look over the glasses. He had a great sense of humor, very dry, not really, and very intelligent. I'm feeling this is a relative, but not father or grandfather per se, but someone you saw at holidays, and he loved Easter, and he gives his hellos and he gives his high five to you because he knew you when you were little. He was older when he passed. He was an older person to you, and he he with many blessings to you. All right, friends. Notice I kept the slide up because I was distracting myself by looking at myself because it's just so strange. All right. Many blessings to you. Happy Easter to those who celebrate this beautiful new beginning and spiritually rich holiday. And one other last question. Next time I see you, another Western New York holiday will be passed, which will be Dingus Day. I'm curious to know if anyone who's listening is planning to do the Polish Dingus Day. Very big celebration in Western New York. And one more thing I want to emphasize for you. That's tomorrow night. And I'm sorry, it's early this morning at 12:11 this morning. I did not mention it during my slides, but we have a very, very strong and potent aspect. We have Mercury and Neptune conjunct. That might be why this is all woozy tonight. All right. So, what is Neptune? Neptune, of course, is spirit. It's many things. It's our imagination. It's the right side of our brain. It's transcendence. It can be illusion. It can be delusion. But it's basically the planet that opens us up to the non-material world. And Mercury is linear. Mercury is more the left brain. These two energies come together at 1 degrees of Aries early tomorrow morning. And in speaking with some of my astrology friends, we've said, you know what? It's a great time to break any promises you've made to yourself in this lifetime or other lifetimes that you want to reboot. You know, the past is past. This is a very potent moment. So when you fall asleep tonight, if you are in the Eastern time zones, you may notice that this is a fantastic time for you to actually embrace a new way of feeling and a new way of thinking. So I wanted to add that little bit of nuance for you. Many blessings. Sorry for the frustration. Have a happy holiday and have a happy week. We'll see you next week, hopefully. Thanks.